Hello and welcome to this video that is a long time coming. I've had a couple people ask me about the angles of my pyramid head and Marzipan here and myself are going to get into it. So without further ado, this angle up here is 14 degrees. These two angles down here are 80 degrees. The angle of... I don't want to hit my baby. The angle of... Sorry, baby girl. This down here is 105. The angle of this one up here is 38. And the angle of this up here is 38. This piece should be identical to the piece that is on the other side. So all of those angles should be the same over here because these should be identical. And these here on the back should also be identical. The angle of the top for each, I'll show you. These angles up here, these should all be about 24 degrees. And I believe based on that, everything else should pretty much work itself out. So yeah, there it is, pyramid head angles. There's also a very complicated math a solution that you could do based on the measurements that I put in the picture that is in the tutorial. This tutorial that I'm talking about, by the way, yes, is one that I wrote for Carbon Costume. So I'm actually going to put a link somewhere to that tutorial. I'm also going to probably drop a picture somewhere in this video of the diagram that I'm referencing. So the diagram has all of the measurements of all of the lengths, and these are the angles because I don't want to make anyone do any math that they don't have to do. I also got a couple questions of people asking me whether or not you can see out of it and how do you see out of it. This is what it looks like on the bottom. This basically keeps it from sliding around. This sort of like anchors it in place. And your head goes through here, goes through this little area. And unfortunately, you just have to watch the floor while you're walking around. There's this little like divot in here that was just like in the foam when I used it, and it was really funny because it sort of worked out very well because in the game version of Pyramid Head or Red Pyramid thing, he actually does sort of have like a hole down here. So if you wanted to take it upon yourself to try to make something that you might be able to see out of, you can probably hide a little hole somewhere around here. If you need it to be higher, like up here, in order to be able to actually see anything directly in front of your face, if you wanted to put something here, you also probably could get away with it. I would suggest gluing maybe like a couple layers of black mesh to the inside, then sort of around the hole, so that it's less noticeable. This pyramid is based off of the game version of Pyramid Head. If you wanted to do a movie version or like a different version where he's got sort of like the bolts sort of through here and like the edges around here, you can pretty much add on to that after the fact. That's pretty easy, but this is just like sort of the bare bones game version. It's also a little bit dusty, I apologize. But yes, here he is. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any more questions, I will definitely try to answer them. So let me know if this was helpful, and happy crafting. I will see you next time.